This is the third take for my 3-month update video. That's my girlfriend
Hi.
Emily. She doesn't want to participate. So.
It's not that I don't want to.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm 3 months now. I'm 3 months on T as of Tuesday. Well, Wednesday, because I was late with my shot. Would you get closer to me?
Yeah.
Can I ask? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you a couple questions. Well, we started dating 2 years ago, but I told her before we started dating that I did identify as transgender. I just didn't know how far I was going to go with the transition physically, because of a lot of different reasons, such as family and family. But then last September, I told her that I was finally transitioning. How were you shocked? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't take it very well because I'm attracted to women, or like, that was my niche. Like, that was what was so hard for me to get over.
Your niche. What she's trying to say is she identifies as lesbian. She fell in love with me when I was female. And, then one day, although she knew my feelings, I don't think you ever thought that I would actually go through with it.
No.
And so when I said that I was actually going through with it, it was shocking. Right?
Yeah, I think I cried.
I don't remember you crying.
Well, I cried in December when it came down to he was about to start taking tea, then I cried. And I was like really upset.
Yeah, no turning
Because
back.
I still didn't think that it was like, I just wanted to make sure that he had thought it all the way through, because it was such a permanent change. And like, I ultimately just want him to be happy. But
it was weird though. Like your concerns were the same as my parents. Like everything that you had said to me, like you were worried about. Maybe I was doing it too fast, and that's stuff that my parents said.
Yeah, I was worried about that. And the side effects of testosterone, because we had issues in the past, and I didn't feel like we were ready to take that next step. But I know we were ready. That was kind of one of my excuses, I guess, for being hesitant.
But it is, her reaction's completely normal. Like, think about if you're with somebody for a year and a half and then they start on this journey to become the complete opposite, like physically. And I am changing, like, mentally a little bit, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think it's in a bad way, though. But, it's not something that you would be used to. Like, it's a shock for everybody. Like, when you transition, everybody that you know and is around you, they go through the transition with you. Like, they have to transition.
Yeah, I think that's what, when we first talked about it in September, that's why my first reaction was almost anger, because I felt like it was just being pushed onto me, and it sounds really selfish now that I'm saying it now, but I just wasn't ready. It's like when someone tells you that, my first thought was, well, everything that I knew about Allie is going to change. And like, if I'm in love with Allie and Allie doesn't want to be Allie anymore, then, like, is that going to affect our relationship? Is that going to affect the dynamic, especially of our relationship, is one of the things I was really worried about, because I didn't want to have our relationship transform to this, like, cookie cutter, like, gender role type of interaction all the time. I didn't like that. So I was really worried about that. And then slowly over time, I realized that I, was in love with him, and it didn't matter what the gender was. That didn't change my feelings toward him.
But also, like, if you're dating someone who is trans, and you're dating them before they transition and while they start the transition, like, there are some things that you have to relearn about each other because, you do change a little bit. Like, emotionally, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I used to be so hard and, like, just cold with my feelings. Like, I didn't want to talk about my feelings, and now I'm starting to be okay, and, like, I feel like now I'm a little more feminine. Like, I can be. Like, just...
Because you're more comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable, and talking's easier because I'm not trying to put on a front, because I actually am transitioning, and I am, like, becoming male on the outside, so I don't have to put up a front anymore, and I don't know, I'm a lot more in touch with my feminine side, and, like, the whole, like, I understand where Emily comes from a lot more when we argue and stuff. So, there's good and bad things, like, it's not easy at all, but you just have to be open to getting to relearn things about each other.
Yeah. I think that was when it clicked for me, was I saw a big change in you. You seemed a lot happier, ultimately. I mean, everything just seemed easier for you, and we communicated better, and you just seemed happier on all levels. And I feel like that was when it clicked for me that you're happy, and I just want to be there for you to support you through it, and, But the sex drive is a little bit over the top. I mean, it's a little ridiculous. That's really the only...
It's not really ridiculous.
Well, it's a little bit... It's a little...
Okay, it's
demanding,
normal. For me, it's normal. For her, it's
but,
a little
we're working
much.
through that, so...
I don't know what else to ask you.
I don't either.
Do you have anything else that you want to
add? For anyone who is in a relationship with someone who's transitioning, I would just say be patient and keep the lines of communication open, and be supportive.
And I want to say that if you are a trans person transitioning with a significant other and they're sticking by you, you better hold on to that fucking person, because they're a special kind of person. For someone to put up with that kind of shit, like, I know that I put you through a lot of shit, and you're strong, and you're just... I don't know how she does it. So, again, if you have somebody that's supporting you and somebody that loves you enough to put up with your bullshit, you better change your attitude and do your best to keep them.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we're going to end it on that cheesy note, and I'm going to go have sex with her now.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.